and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2023 Hyundai I30 Sedan N. So let's have a look. Alright, before we get into the video, I just want to do a shout out to Booths Tuggerah, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you are after something like this or any of the Hyundai range, please let them know that Alex from AG Automotive sent you, and they will look after you. Now have a look at the front. I think it looks really, really aggressive. I love it. You got the Hyundai badge, you've also got the N badge there so that everyone knows you have a fast Hyundai. And you've got this nice or interesting looking grille along with your parking sensors, and you do have LED daytime running lights and headlights, as well as the air intake there and the red stitching around the front. It just sort of screams aggression. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the I30 Sedan N are 19-inch wheels, and have a look at the brakes. I think they're 360mm discs, and you got the N calipers there. Again, it's a really stylish looking wheel, and you do get Michelin Pilot Sport 5 for the tyres. Now this has the optional sunroof there, and I actually like this paint job. When I first saw it, I was a bit like, I don't know, but I quite like it. It's sort of growing on me. So come around the back here, and we've got the Hyundai badge there. You've got this nice looking spoiler. It's not over the top, and it sort of just curves all over the shop, and it's sort of hard to actually see out of the mirror, so you don't really know it's there. Now you've got the I30 badge on that side and the N badge over there, as well as these really nice LED tail lights and the light bar that goes all the way along. Now further down, you got your reversing sensors there. You've got two big chunky exhaust there. And this red trim again, it just screams sportiness the whole way. All right, let's go and have a look inside. All right, just in the I30 Sedan N. And first impressions is it's quite sporty and snug in the front. Now, first things you see are, one, this massive grab handle here. You do have these two N mode buttons stand out, and this red NGS button, which is a rev matching button. So, you do have nice leather seats with blue stitching, as well as heating and cooling for both driver and passenger. Now, to the right of the steering wheel, you do have your traction control and your headlight height adjustment. And then the steering wheel itself, nice and chunky. And then you've got your audio controls on the left and your cruise control and safety features on the right. Now, below that, you do have two customizable N buttons. And below that, you've got a rev matching button that also adds a few extra kilowatts. Now, behind there, big paddle shifters, I like that. And then you've got your auto headlights on the right there, and you've got your auto wipers stalk on the left. Now the dash itself, now you've got your digital display there, you've got analog gauges and a digital gauge. You've also got your trip computer information there too. You can go and have a look at your navigation, your tyre pressures, your safety features. You've got a few options there for things like checking the oil, engine temp, turbo, PSI, the torque, things like that. You got your lap settings, the G-force meter, things like that. So another thing with the dash is you've got your drive mode there. So I'll just go change that. So you've got Eco, you've got normal, and you've got my favourite sport. And then if you hit the right N button, you can go into N mode, which gives it a even sportier look. And it looks like it's sort of like a racing dash, which I think is pretty cool. So over to the screen. Now you do have its own navigation, so I'll just go into that. And you've got full screen navigation, very easy to use. Now you do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and they're both wired. Now you've also got the climate control settings you can adjust from the screen, or you've all got them further down. You do have quiet mode, which keeps the radio speakers just in the front going if you need to. And you do have your AM, FM and digital radio stations there. And also something unique to this car, you've got an N mode button. So you can, if you go into that, it gives you a whole heap of bits and pieces there, and you can actually adjust everything that you want, how you want it. So you can adjust the exhaust sound from normal to Sport Plus, the transmission, suspension, things like that. Again, it's pretty cool, and you get gauges there when you're driving around. So further down from there, you do have some shortcut buttons for the media center there, and you got my favorite, a volume knob. And to the right of that, there is a engine start stop button. And then further down from there, you do have dual zone climate control, and again, very easy to use. And then underneath that, you do have 2 USBs and a 12-volt plug. Now further down, you do have a wireless phone charger, and you've got a little bit of storage there. And then we'll come to the gear selector. Now I like the little N badge on the top of it. I think that's pretty cool. Now, obviously PRND, and you've got your manual modes there. Now I'll go into reverse there, and you can see the reverse camera come up, and you know what, it's reasonably clear. I really like it. I think Hyundai's done very, very well. And you've got your parking, front and rear parking sensors there that come on as well. Now to the right of that, you do have your drive mode button, like I was saying, on the dash, so you can have things like your eco, your normal and your sport there, and the gauges just change color there. Now you do have a button for the rear camera that you can push without putting it into reverse, and you've got your parking sensors. You can turn those on or off. So to the left of the gear stick, there is this massive grab handle, and yeah, it's obviously for the passengers to hang on for dear life. Now behind here, we've got 2 cup holders there, and you can take out the little, you can have a smaller cup holder there for a smaller latte or coffee if you wish. Now a good thing is you get a proper old school handbrake. Again, I really like that. And then this is actually reasonably soft, the armrest, and then inside there you do have a USB and a little bit of storage there as well. Alright, so coming over to the glove box. Now that's a huge glove box, so you've got plenty of room for your service books and also some iPads as well. And then we'll come to the sunroof. Now again, just open that up. And that goes back most of the way, again, really nice. And then you can also tilt the sunroof if you wish. Alright, let's go and have a look in the back. Alright, just in the back of the i30 Sedan N. First impressions is it's very roomy back here. Now I'm 6'1" or 185 centimeters, and if you have a look, I've got a bit of headroom. Also, knee room's good, leg room and foot room isn't too bad, and this seat is set up for me. Now, you do get 2 ISOFIX points, 2 there and 2 behind me, and unfortunately the i30 Sedan N doesn't come with a rear armrest, which is a bit of a shame, as the seat folds flat for better storage. Now, you do get air vents for the rear passengers, and you do get a more map pockets, or iPad pockets, I guess they're called now, on the passenger, but the driver doesn't have one. You do get some slight indents in the seat, but you know, I still fit in here, no dramas. All right, let's go and have a look in the boot. All right, so just in the boot of the i30 Sedan N. Now here we have 464 litres of boot room, which, you know what, isn't too bad. It's reasonably spacious for a sedan. Now, as you can see, you do have the red bracing there to help to stiffen the car. I probably wouldn't recommend taking it out, but you can actually move the seats forward, which I'll show you now. And then you do get a fair bit of room there as well to slide things through. Now, under the floor, you do get a space saver. It's an 18-inch space saver and your toolkit. Other than that, that's pretty much it. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. All right, just under the bonnet of the i30 Sedan N. And here we have a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and it produces 206 kilowatts of power and 392 newton meters of torque. And that's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission on this one, or you can get a 6-speed manual driving the front wheels with the LSD. Now, Hyundai claims the i30 Sedan N will use 8.2 litres per 100 combined, which is really good actually. All right, let's go for a drive. All right, just gonna go for a drive in the i30 Sedan N, so let's go. Now, vision out the front is really good straight ahead and towards the passenger side. Rear vision's actually really good with the curved rear window. Side vision is actually really good. You have big windows all the way, and the mirrors, they're reasonably wide and they've got a little bit of depth to them, so they've got pretty good field of vision out of them. So just driving it round, we're just driving around the suburbs at the moment, and I've picked a road with some speed humps, and you know what, it just cruises over the speed humps really nicely. Like we're just in normal mode. We can go into the N mode and you hear the pops and crackles of the exhaust, and we'll see what that's like over the bumps. It sounds really good. And yeah, it's still reasonably good over the bumps actually, even in N mode. And I love the big paddle shifters as well, easy to see and easy to use. And as you know, guys know, I do enjoy a bit of performance driving in a lot of different cars to see what they're really like. Right, so we're just getting on the freeway. Just see how it goes. Certainly takes off, and that's just like a rolling start. So just cruising on the freeway, and it's quiet in here. Steering feels nice, feels planted on